Hi friends, in this tutorial series we are developing an online e-commerce website using Spring Boot and Angular 8. In previous tutorials we implemented the book admin modules to add new book, view existing book details as well as delete an existing book. In this tutorial we'll be modifying the add book admin module to also modify an existing book. With this will be done with the admin module parts, that is the user admin module and the book admin module. In the next tutorials we'll be implementing the user part of the website, that is user buying books and the shopping cart functionality. Once this is done we'll be implementing the security part, that is authentication and authorization for the different users. For this I'll be taking reference of my website javanews.com. So go to full stack tutorials. Here go to e-commerce website online bookstore using Angular 8 and Spring Boot. The tutorial that we'll be implementing today is e-commerce website online bookstore create book admin module part 4. I'll be sharing the URL along with the YouTube video. Let us first have a look at the final website that we'll be developing at the end of this module. So here we have the admin and here we have users module and books module. So if you go to the books module, currently we have already implemented the add new book module as well as the show details book module. In the view book admin module, along with showing the book details, we also have two buttons here. One is delete and the other is edit. Obviously on clicking the delete, this book it will get deleted from the database. Also we'll be having the edit button here. So if the user he clicks on edit, we'll be editing the book details for this particular book. The user he will be able to edit only these fields, the name, author and price. He will not be able to edit the ID as well as the image. So when we'll click on the edit button, here we'll get the edit book and the ID of the book to which has to be edited. Also here we have the fields that can be edited. So suppose instead of Game of Thrones, I write here Song of Ice and Fire. Click on save book. So here the name of the book has been changed. If I again click on show details, it will be showing the book name as Song of Ice and Fire. For implementing the edit book functionality, we'll be modifying the add book module to implement add book as well as edit book functionality. So here we have the add book module page. We enter the fields of the name, author, price as well as the image and then click on save book and the book gets saved. Also the URL parameter that we send for the add book is action is equal to add. Whereas in case of edit book, when I click on this edit button here, so here the action it will be edit and also will be passing the ID of the book for which we want to edit. So here suppose if I second the book with the ID 2 and if I click on edit, here we'll be having action is equal to edit, ID is equal to 2 and will again be navigated to the add book module page, but here we'll be displaying the add book module page such that we'll be editing the book details for the ID that is passed here. So let us begin with the tutorial. So in this tutorial series we'll be developing an e-commerce website for buying books. In previous tutorial we had created a book admin module to view existing book details. You can go to this tutorial here. For this book admin module I have given the video tutorial here. You can go through this. Also you can download the source code that we had implemented for this tutorial from below. We'll be modifying this source code to implement the edit book functionality. So here below I have given the Angular code and the Spring Boot code. So this is the Spring Boot code and also here it is the Angular code. You can download both and we'll be modifying this code. This Spring Boot project that we are implementing, it is a Maven project. I have imported it in Eclipse. So do a Maven install and build this project. Similarly the Angular code that we had developed, I have imported it in the Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Go to the location where you have downloaded this code and run the command npm install. This will download all the dependencies and build this project. Once the Angular project is built, run the command ngserve. This will start the Angular project. Similarly for the Spring Boot project, go to the main class and run this as a Java application. So both our Angular as well as Spring Boot project, they have started successfully. Now go to localhost 4200 admin books. In previous tutorials we had implemented the view book details from module. So when we click on the show details button, we get the details of the existing book. Also here we had added a delete button. On click of this book it will get deleted. Here we'll be adding one more button which will be the edit button. On click of which the URL it will be changed to ID will be the same, ID is equal to 1, but action it will be changed to edit and we'll be navigating again to the add new book module. So here the add book admin module will be modifying it such that the book ID that has been passed in the URL, we will be able to edit it. So depending upon the URL passed, that is if action is equal to add, then the add admin module will be used to add a new book. But if action is equal to edit and along with it if there is an ID, then the add admin book it will be used to edit an existing book. For the implementation we'll first be modifying the Spring Boot application that we had created in the previous tutorial. In the controller class we'll be adding a method to update an existing book. In the controller class we have auto-add the book repository, which is a JPA repository which we use to perform book database operations. So here below we have defined the update book method. Here this will be a put mapping with the URL /update we'll be taking the book which has the updated fields and then making use of the book repository. We'll saving this book which will update the particular book record. So let us add this update book method to our controller. Go to the Eclipse project where we have imported the project. Go to the controller class, the book controller. We add this method. Next we'll be modifying the Angular code. So first we'll be modifying the viewbook component to add the edit button. So in the HTML page, previously we had added the delete button. Now we'll also be adding the edit button, which we'll call the edit book function that we'll be defining in the TypeScript file. So copy this. Go to the Microsoft Visual Studio Code. So here, go to the viewbook component, go to the HTML page. So here below we have the delete button, also add the edit button here. And this will call the edit book function, which will be defining in the TypeScript file here for the viewbook component. Next we'll be modifying the viewbook component TypeScript file. So when the user clicks on the edit button, the edit book function will get called, and we'll be navigating to the /admin/books URL. Along with the query parameters, we'll be having action is equal to edit, and also we'll be passing the ID of the book which is to be edited. So let us make this change to this function. Go to the view component TypeScript file. And here add this function. Next, in the book component page, previously we were showing the add book component page on the right. If the action parameter in the URL it was add, now we'll be modifying this to show the add book page if the action parameter in the URL it is either add or it is edit. So in the books component page, using the selector tags, if the action was view, we were displaying the view component book page, and if the action it was add, we were showing the add component book page. Now we'll be showing the add component book page if the action it is either edit or it is add. So let us make this change. So just copy this action is equal to edit or action is equal to add. So go to the books component HTML page. So here previously we had the condition action is equal to add. Now we'll be showing the add component page if either the action it is equal to edit or it is equal to add. Now start both the Spring Boot application and as well as the Angular application again, and go to localhost 4200. If you now go to admin, books, here we have the show details. Also here we have two buttons, edit and delete. We later on will be adding some CSS to put some space between them. If we now click on edit button, here we are navigated to the add book page, and also the URL it is action is equal to edit, and we are passing the ID of the book which is to be edited. Also in the fields we can see the details of the book which are to be edited. Next we'll be modifying this add book admin page so that the title of this page is different in case of edit and in case of add. Also in case of add, when we click on the save book, a post call will be made, whereas in case of edit book a put call should be made. So we'll be making that change. Also this choose file, we are allowing to choose the image only in case of add new book, whereas in case of edit book currently we are not allowing the image to be edited. So we'll be making all these changes for the add book page. Next, in the HTTP client service, we'll be defining the update book method, which will be making a put call to the update method that we have defined in the Spring Boot. So copy this, go to the HTTP client service. So here below we are having the service, to the HTTP client service, and we will define this functionality. Update book method will be passing the updated book object. So this updated book object, it will be passed in the body when we make the put call to the update URL. Next we'll be modifying the add book component HTML page. A user, if he wants to edit a book, then we know that the URL parameters it will have action is equal to edit as well as the ID of the book to be edited. Whereas if a new book is to be added, then the only parameter will be action is equal to add, and the book ID it will not be there. So the book ID it will be null. So in the title, if the book ID does not exist, then we'll be showing the word add. Else if it exists, then we'll be showing the word edit. Also we'll be displaying the book ID if it exists here. Next we want to display the select image button only if it is add new book functionality. In case of edit book functionality, we don't want to edit the image. So here we'll be checking if the book ID it is null, only then show the select image button, else don't show it. So let us make these changes. Copy this title changes here and go to the Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Go to add book to the HTML page, and we'll just replace this title. So previously we were just displaying add book admin module, but now depending on the condition we'll be displaying either add or edit. Next we'll be showing this select image button only if it is add functionality. So for this the condition is this. So add this condition here, that if book ID is equal to null, only then show this. Close this tag. In case of add book and in case of edit book, this save book functionality, it should work differently. So in case of add book, we'll be making a post call to the Spring Boot backend, whereas in case of edit book, we'll be making a put call to the backend. So let us now implement the functionality where on the save book we'll be making these different calls. Next, in the add book component TypeScript file, we'll be checking if the book ID exists or not. So if the book ID exists, then we'll know that it is an edit call and we'll be making a call accordingly. Similarly, if the book ID does not exist, then we'll know that it is an add book call and we'll be making a call accordingly. When the user he clicks on the save button, the save book functionality it gets called. So the save book function gets called. Here we'll be checking if the book ID it does not exist, it means that it is add new book call. So this will be similar to what we have previously implemented. If the book ID exists, it means that it is the edit book functionality call. So here we'll be adding our own call where we'll be making a call to the update book. Also we'll be passing the book to this update book method. So if this update call it is successful, then we'll be making use of the book added event emitter that we had defined in case of add book functionality, where we'll be telling the books component that some change has been made, so please load the list again. And also we'll be navigating back to the /admin/books and we'll be having no parameter this time. So let us make these changes. So first copy the if part. So here we'll be checking if book ID is equal to null. Go to the TypeScript file. So here in save book, currently we had a single call which was to add a new book. Now we'll check if the book ID it does not exist, then it is an add call, else it will be an update call. So copy the update functionality from the else part. So here we are checking if the book ID does not exist, then we have the add book functionality, else we have the update book functionality. We have done with all the changes. So now start the Spring Boot application and the Angular application. If you go to the application or properties, the database that we are making use of is e-commerce. Use e-commerce. If you do select star from book, the image bytes it is very large, so I'll just do select name from book. So here we have a single record with the name book1. So now go to the URL localhost 4200 admin books. So here we have book1. Click on show details. Click on the edit button here. So here now we'll be renaming the book as book1. Also the price I'll be making change to 100. Click on save book. So here immediately we can see that the change is being reflected on the left hand side. Here we are getting it as book11. If we click on show details, we can see that the book price it is also 100 and the book name it is book11. If you go to the MySQL database and if we again do select star from book, here we can see the name of the book it has been changed to book11. So our edit book functionality it is working good. Hope you have understood this tutorial. You can download the source code that we implemented today from this download section. Thank you.